Hello and welcome to our Week 7 edition of Friday Night Spotlight, and we are again joined by Rams head coach Chris McDonald. Thanks for joining us.
Absolutely.
And the Rams are now 6-0 after the win last week, which I know was not an easy win, but you guys were able to make the plays, especially in the second half, to come back.
Yeah.
So let's do just a quick recap of last week and making the necessary adjustments to pulling that game out.
We just, it's the first time our kids kind of faced some adversity going down at half. It was just nothing more than us, unfortunately, turning the ball over 3 times in the first half, and we had some nice drives that we put together, and they'd end with a fumble and whatnot, and just gave them, like I said, in the first half being down 10-7, but had given them 3 more offensive possessions than we had. We're just kind of limits our chance of doing well. But came out in the second half and just with what they were doing defensively, Pedro was just kind of a better, his skill set fits it better for running our offense, and so we made the switch, and we'll be back to Aaron's going to start this game against Arcadia, and we'll be rotating in Pedro as well, and just kind of doing some things. Both of them, but it was good to get a win, and especially being down and our kids rallying.
It seems like your offense is very adaptable to where if you see something that the opposing defense is doing, you can make an adjustment, whether that's personnel-wise or scheme-wise. So where do you see the offense heading right now? Is it kind of just something where you go game by game and you say, whatever the defense is doing against us, that's what we're going to adjust to?
That's what we do. We adjust to basically what the defense is giving us. We're not obviously we want to keep it within the confines of our base, offense, but we'll tweak things here and there, week in and week out.
Other than holding on to the ball, which we mentioned already, what are some of the other things you'd like to see the offense execute this week?
I'd like to see our passing game get more on track. I think we've been not as efficient. I don't want to say bad, but not as efficient as we've been in the past. But it's good to know that we have an offensive line that has really stepped up. We've rushed for over 200 yards, and I think the last 4 games, including 300 last week. So it's good that we've, people can say we're a lot more balanced, I guess, this year from an offensive standpoint, but we don't look to be balanced. We just look to move the chains and score points.
Talk a little bit about the evolution of the defense, because in the last 2 games especially, there's been a marked improvement there. I think 10 points allowed last week, and then 7 points allowed the previous week.
Right. Just really happy with the physicality of how they're playing. I think more than anything that if you can be physical and limit opponents to just making a choice of what they can do, run versus pass, and not giving them that balance, and taking that away and forcing them to throw the ball, or sometimes we force teams to run the ball. I know that kind of sounds silly, but we faced 2 teams this year that were pass happy, so we kind of drop back in zones and just try to outnumber them there. But these last 2 games we've been extremely happy. We haven't put them in good positions. The offense, I say, hasn't put them in good positions, with a fumble, and they take it back to the 3-yard line, and I think we held them to a field goal that possession. They had 1st and goal from the 3, so they're starting to gel, and we just hope to get better every week.
And I know one of the things that you impressed to the team after last week was got to get better if you want to beat Arcadia.
Right.
Arcadia is going to present a challenge for you guys, so talk a little bit about what kinds of challenges they pose for you.
Well, we're going to get their best shot, and the reason why I say that is they're currently sitting at 4-2. I believe they're 1-1 section, and they're 13th in the power seat. So realistically, I think their playoff season starts now, because if they get another loss section-wise, 2-loss section team probably isn't going to win the section. And then on top of that, I find it, with so many teams in Division III, I think the chances of a 3-loss team getting into the playoffs is pretty slim. So they're going to be fighting for their lives tomorrow in terms of wanting to go on, to the postseason. So I expect a real physical game, and I expect to get the best shot.
All right, thanks again, Coach. Good luck.
Thank you.